A lot of the news that's coming out of the Arctic today is, to be frank, a little bit depressing. And so people often ask, well, is there really hope for polar bears? Are there things we can do? Can we save them? The answer is yes, we can. There is still reason to hope. The very first thing we have to do is we have to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The number one threat to polar bears is climate change and the resulting loss of sea ice habitat in the Arctic. Humans caused that. Humans can fix it. We need to address it quickly and soon. Governments will be meeting next month in Cancun, Mexico to continue climate negotiations, and we globally need to pressure our governments to come to that meeting prepared to make a deal. Secondly, we need to make sure we give polar bears and other Arctic species the time and space they need to adapt as best they can to this rapidly changing climate situation. When I say give them time, I mean dealing with immediate threats today, making sure that competing interests in the Arctic, like increased shipping traffic, increased mining interests, and increased oil and gas development, have a conservation-first approach as they're coming into this otherwise pristine area. And by giving them space, I'm talking about protecting critical habitat. For polar bears, it's looking at denning habitat and resting habitat that's important today in the summer. And it's looking ahead 50 to 100 years, looking at the sea ice projections that we have in hand and saying, okay, the sea ice is likely to restrict around the very high Arctic parts of Canada and Greenland, and what are we doing about those areas? And are we having conversations with the landowners and other interests in those areas to make sure that polar bears will have a place to go?